Not everybody's getting paid.
Let's get back to the television.
You got two.
You're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
he's
not
a bad
bad
man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
SoundOff is ready. Are you?
Good evening to all you loyal sound offers out there, and any newbies, by the way, new to the show.
We'll take
We're glad
everybody
to have
in.
you aboard. This
love
is
to have
Sound Off, Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles,
Yes.
of course. Hope all the dads out there had great Father's Day celebrations.
This is our weekend.
It should have been everybody's
Was.
weekend,
Yeah.
for Father's Day.
For
All right.
fathers, okay?
Our show production was before the College World Series, but how about those Oklahoma Sooners getting to the College World Series
Wow.
finals and taking on North Carolina? We're
Wow.
doing this before all the games are played, but had to throw that
the
out.
finals we knew were Oklahoma and North Carolina. And I think Oklahoma, going into the College World Series, you would have ranked them 7th out of 8.
Afterthought.
probably. Yeah.
Weren't all their
Wasn't
games,
anybody actually
all their
thinking on that.
regionals were on the road.
Yeah.
They didn't host anything. So yeah, Todd Butler and that crew.
Wow.
Good thing for the
Wow.
softer guys.
Good
there. All
for
right.
Todd. Good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy indeed. All right.
Former McNeese head coach.
That's right. All
Now
right.
an assistant at OU.
Thank you for that. All right. We don't.
Well, you weren't going to say it.
We don't. I just said good for Todd Butler. Everybody knows who he is.
He did.
All
He
right.
did.
We don't track every move and every syllable from Lane Kiffin, but
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You do. But
Yes, we
when
do.
he comes out with some bold things, we're going to talk about it. We
Yes,
got
we
that.
do.
All right. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. He did what I told him that he should do.
Yeah.
Skipping college, going to the supplemental draft
I
in the
think
NFL.
somebody-
We're going to go
somebody
on
put a bug in his
37.
ear.
He's not 37 yet, but soon to be Cam Jordan is
Yes.
going to run it back one
He
more
is,
year
one more
with
year.
the Saints. And Lane Kiffin, high school recruits for 2027, the tortoise and the hare. Very slow initially. Now he's doing it. Now he's the rabbit. All
He's
right?
on the road.
Let me catch my breath. In the fourth chair, we got McNeese basketball coach Bill Armstrong will be
Yes.
with us to talk about the new roster, the offseason, and a whole lot of stuff.
He's got a lot
I don't
he's
know,
added.
man. College basketball is like college football.
It is. It keeps going.
It's just year round.
Let's keep
let's
going.
begin with the re-signing of Cam Jordan. He'll go down as one of the greatest Saints ever. He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
He wanted to
Ring
make
of-
that
and
his
the Ring
home.
of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
He wanted to make that
He
his
will
home.
be he's going to get a gold jacket.
Yeah.
In Canton too.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about
Look,
that.
he
but
said
you're right.
he said he didn't want another contract, 1 year, heavy incentives, but that's what he got, and he said he humbled himself to come back home.
He did.
For
I think-
one more
That's
year.
right.
I
assume
think if you guys watched the interview, it was his son that I think convinced him that Dad.
His son is this big.
I know.
I
But
bet
if
he
you
gets a
saw
lot bigger.
But if you saw the interview, you could tell how close his son and him
Yeah.
are. And I think his son was the one saying, Dad, come on. All of my friends are asking me what you're going to do.
He didn't have a whole lot of.
No, he didn't.
He's
He
37 years old.
He didn't, Rick.
He didn't have a whole lot of.
He
And
didn't.
all great. Come back.
I
But-
assume financially he's fit.
Well, we
He's
hope
slick
so.
there.
I
He's
think
going
that-
into TV. He's going into TV.
And I
I'm
think
sure
that
he
New
will.
Orleans is going to remain his home because I think he's got real deep roots there. I really do,
You
Rick.
didn't see the interview very well. He's building a house in Arizona.
Well,
No.
yeah, but
He'll
I
have
didn't
the
see that.
foundation,
Yes,
which is really
yes,
big
yes,
to him.
yes, that's
the
really-
charitable
That's
foundation.
huge. That's huge for the New Orleans
I
area.
bet he doesn't sell the New Orleans house, though.
Probably
See,
not.
Scooters kinda agree
Probably
with
not.
me. See?
Probably not. All right,
See?
look. He's 36. He's going to turn 37 in early July.
Yeah.
He led the team in sacks, 10 and a half. Started every game last year.
He did.
On
Yeah,
defense.
he did.
That's-
And his
At
roles,
36.
but his roles were limited, and he understood that, Rick. But even more so this year, I think
Well, a lot of young guys are third down specialists.
That's right.
they are.
That's not
they
that
are.
unusual.
They are.
Right.
They
That's
are.
right.
They are.
Right.
And I think the other comment the other guy made on the other side of him said, "Yeah, let's get the OG back in the house." I thought that was so cool.
Great.
I thought that was so cool.
Great leadership.
Yeah.
Great vibe.
I thought
good
that was
locker
just cool,
room. What
man.
did he say? He's going to use this as, yes, a final year because
Yeah.
the only two people that'll get him back again is God and his wife.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
ain't happening.
Yeah.
He says, look, he's going to focus on making all those other guys better versions
Better.
of themselves. He's a great leader.
He is. He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I got no
you
problem.
Need that, you
Well,
need
I
that in the
think
locker
all
room, Rick.
those years, I mean,
You need that.
it kind of transcends, but you had Drew Brees on offense,
Yeah.
and for the most part, him on defense.
Yeah, yeah. He wanted snaps.
He's a
he wants to
difference maker.
play. He doesn't want to just play one down every other
No,
series.
no.
And I think he's going to get it from the Saints. So
He will.
that's a good
He
thing.
will.
All right.
He will.
LSU
Good
coach
for the
Lane
Saints.
Kiffin appeared on a podcast by Teran Matthews.
It's one that comes on all the time.
Badger.
Yeah, it comes
in
on all
the
the time.
Bayou or something
Yes,
to that effect.
yes.
All right. He made no bones about it. He said, and you may not think this is, hype or whatever. We're going to win a national championship at LSU. Kiffin says, I can't tell you when, but it's going to happen. We're going to win.
I believe that.
Not outrageous.
No.
I believe it. I believe it, Rick. You don't
He's
believe
going
it?
out there. You don't hear very many coaches say, we are going to win a national championship.
Well,
Give me somebody.
As long as
Did
you're
Brian
not-
Kelly say that?
No.
As long as you're not year specific with it, you can get away with
Well,
it.
maybe.
The thing is this, Rick.
Maybe.
He knows what's happened there. That gives him leverage to be able to say that, Rick.
Yes, of course.
It's not like LSU has never won a national championship before
No.
in football, okay?
That's right.
That gives him leverage to say it can be done here.
All right, the other bold statement in front of the Honey Badger is we have a legend in the making in the secondary with this Ty Benefiel out of Boise State, the transfer portal,
I
the
saw
safety.
that.
Yeah.
And he kind of hinted that, hey, Badger, he's coming after your legacy. We knew this cat. He was the number one safety in the portal.
Yeah.
And Kiffin's saying,
But
this cat is good.
He's got to do
Okay,
something on
but
the field.
let's-
He going to pass the Honey Badger. He's
me-
got to.
no,
Let
no.
me see it. I got to see it. That's
Well,
all.
I got to argue.
I got to see it.
Honey Badger was not a safety in college. I don't know what Honey Badger was a Honey Badger.
Well, defensive back.
He was
all
he
over
was
the
listed as
he was like a
quarterback,
star,
but he
yeah.
played Honey
All over the
Badger.
field.
Yeah.
So, all right, couple of things from Kiffin. All right, let's get on this Brendan Sorsby deal. All right, look, after last week's show, we went round and round about
pressure
the
was too much,
gambling
Rick.
and the lawsuits. He decides he's going to drop the lawsuit against the NCAA. I'm going to go into the portal. I'm going to skip my
The pressure
final
was
year
too much,
collegiate.
Rick. The pressure was
Not
too
the
much.
portal.
The supplemental
supplemental
draft.
draft.
He's going to go in the supplemental draft.
The pressure was
he
too
had
much,
to
Rick.
do this.
The pressure was
This
too
is the
much.
best thing for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure it is. He
Yeah.
was fixing to go through hell this
He
year.
was,
Are
and he
you
knew
kidding
it.
me?
He
Yes.
knew it.
Every
He knew
game.
it.
Number one, somehow, some way. Now, and they ended up doing it kind of, quote, mutual agreement.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, whether the courts finally cooperated or not, they weren't going to let him play the rest of college football.
I think you're right. Eventually, I think it was going to get blocked.
Eventually, they do
Yeah.
it. And failing that, they'd have made his life miserable
Oh,
all
no doubt.
season.
that-
Now Texas Tech has time to find another quarterback
Yes, they
if
do,
they
Rick.
can.
Well,
Thank
I think
goodness
they
for
have
that.
a decent
But
one from what
but
I
the
heard.
thing is,
Sorsby.
Rick, everybody was looking at this closely, saying, if this happens again, what do we tell the next kid that does this?
That's
what
what I
do
I
we
brought
say?
that up.
Yeah,
I brought
the
that up
precedent.
last week.
Yeah, the
We have no
precedent.
ground. We have no legs to stand on to tell a kid nothing
Yeah.
if it happens again.
All right, so
So hats off to him doing the right thing.
Watch the game tape on Sorsby. This cat is first round worthy. He's got skills, dual threat. All right, he'll have a pro day July 10th in the Dallas area at a high school up there.
Yeah.
Every team will be represented.
I'm pretty sure,
Every
Rick.
team. Why? Because you have a chance of getting first round quality talent in the second, third, or
Let
fourth
me-
pick,
but-
depending on your bid in the supplemental.
But be careful,
They will
Rick.
all be there.
Be careful, Rick. This is the question that's going to be asked before any pro team even looks or think about taking this kid. Son, are you okay?
Well,
That's
they're
going to
gonna-
be the
they're gonna
first.
vet him.
That's going to be the first question asked.
You
Rick.
know,
No doubt.
That's the
and
first question next.
He has caught a lot of heat. No question about that. But it doesn't make him inherently bad.
No.
He
He's got a
made a
problem.
mistake, had a problem. Doesn't make, from from the whispers I've heard, he's overall good kid.
$90,000 doesn't bother me, guys. It's 9,000 bets over 4 years.
Yeah, he
9,000
wouldn't ever
bets.
go
He was on the
all
road.
in,
He
I
was on the
guess.
road, Rick.
He wouldn't go all in, though.
More on this later in the week
Yeah,
on
but
Thursday.
hats off to him for doing the right thing, man.
Louisiana is known for the finest and freshest seafood around Lake Charles.
Yes.
The same thing, and its Seafood Palace is your #1 choice. The Palace rates best in class for fried and boiled seafood. The platters can feed a small army, people. The boiled crawfish, crab, shrimp, and snow crab, award-winning as well. Open 6 days a week, lunch and dinner. They treat you like family at Seafood Palace, Lake Charles.
When disaster strikes, you don't have time to wonder who to call. At Reclaim Restoration, we're your trusted partner, 24/7, 365. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, we rebuild, renew, and revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024, Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
We started noticing something around the
window trim on this side of the house.
Exactly. And this is where the
wood sounds hollow from the termite snacking.
And this is where John
hits the high note.
J&J Exterminating.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste, over 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Show tease, get ready. Thursday show, former KPLC TV legend John Bridges will be on SoundOff. We're going to turn him into a sports guy. That's later on in the week in Thursday show. Right here at Horseshoe Lake Charles, $65,000 in cash prizes. And that brand new BMW sports car being given away between now, you get your entries in.
That X5.
Saturday, July 4th is the big giveaway on that. Let's get to it. The fourth chair, let's welcome in McNeese basketball coach Bill Armstrong back on the show. Back with us in the fourth chair. Welcome in, Coach. I know it's 365. You're always busy.
Always.
Off season is rebuild the roster. How do you grade yourself? You wake up, look yourself in the mirror. You're a good-looking guy, right?
I don't know about that. Says nobody but you, Rick.
Well, the wife and family love it.
Maybe.
All right, how do you grade yourself and the job you and the staff did?
I will grade the staff did a tremendous job of putting another championship level team together. I think we addressed some weaknesses from last year, specifically rebounding the ball. I think we got a lot bigger this year, so I think we'll be better at rebounding the ball, but put together a really good group that I'm excited. We've been working now with them for 3 weeks today. We just finished our third week of summer workouts, and they're working extremely hard. They got a very mature and serious approach about them, which I like. So they're a little further ahead than I thought we could be.
Yep.
When you go about that in the current landscape, we all know portal, NIL, the whole works. What is the start of the building blocks? Where do you start, and how do you try to work your way through?
Yeah, we start with recruiting to our style of play more than anything else. We want to recruit guys that first and foremost play extremely hard, because that's a skill within itself. Then we want athleticism and length just to play. We're going to recruit to our press and to our defense, and then try to figure out offense from there. Our philosophy in recruiting is we're going to recruit athletic guys that we can hold accountable and make, for lack of a better word, play defense, and then allow them to use their talents and offensively give them freedom to do what they do, and that's kind of how we start.
Are there some, do you have to pick and choose to the fact that seems like number one on the list, you said play into that press, hello defense, maybe not coming here to score 25, 30 points a game. Does it take a special kind to buy into that? It
does, but I think because of the success that we've had with it and the success that our guys have gone on from here and had, going on from, guys that I've coached, that our staff has coached, that they put a lot into that when I can show them that, I've coached 19 guys that have played in the NBA, and that's where they all ultimately want to go. So that has a lot to do with it too, and then that helps them to buy into what we're trying to do from a scheme standpoint. We've really tried to and had a lot of success, starting with Will. Will kind of showed me the blueprint in recruiting and how to have championship level teams here at McNeese in recruiting high major transfers. All of our transfers are coming from the Power 4 schools, along with the 2 returning starters that we have. Well, 3 now that now that they're probably going to give that 5th year, Carl won't take a medical red shirt. He'll be able to play in October. He had shoulder surgery. So really 3 starters that all signed with high major schools out of high school as well. So that's kind of been the blueprint for us. We know how talented those guys are. Those guys fit the way that we play, and then we just got to come in there and make them gel together.
Coach Rick had asked you the question about how do you grade the staff, the team?
Yes.
And you're coaching this year. I'm going to give you an A+, man.
Well, thank you, man.
Because look, coming in under Will Wade.
You are a sucker.
Golly.
It's working.
Can I finish?
It's working.
Can I finish my question? It's my time. It's my time.
I'm sorry.
Coach, look.
I didn't finish the
come
answer,
in
so I'll let Kevin do it.
To come in to fill in Will Wade's shoes, and to me not miss a beat, Coach, you put it together well.
Thank you.
In every year, and I know you're going to go through this and everything, and we watched it closely, you know, when the portal opened up, you had to be gritting your teeth to say how this going to work out. And losing a guy like Archie, because he was a huge factor in a lot of games that you guys played this year, Coach. And having somebody that you feel can replace him.
And
how does
Duval. Don't forget about Duval.
How do you feel that will be? What type of player are you looking for? Like Scooter said earlier, can you get a player to buy in to not coming in each night scoring 20, 25 points? How do you find a player like that to fit in? Because Larry Johnson, that's your superstar.
We'll get on Larry Johnson, but you know.
Well, with those two, you know, it's a double-edged sword. It's extremely hard, almost impossible to replace guys like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about all the guys that led us to an NCAA tournament, but it also, because of the success they had, and again, then where they went with Garway going to Syracuse and Tyshawn going to Texas A&M, other guys want to do that, and now they see that we have the blueprint in order and can show them how to do that and help them do that. So we use that as a benefit for us in recruiting, and I think we've recruited. We're bringing in 4 really good guards that will help replace them. Like I said, those guys are irreplaceable, but I also think we've brought in 4 guys that in their own way will be irreplaceable after they have the year that they're capable of having.
McNeese basketball coach Bill Armstrong sitting in the 4th chair on SoundOff. All right, I'm going to get to Larry Johnson, but first, you got length, you got size. 6'11" guy out of Washington, Christian Nitu. You got Alir Malouk, Florida State, and this Corey Chess is interesting. LSU guy, went to Ole Miss, got some numbers, got some playing time with the Tigers. 6'8", he looks like a beast.
He is. He plays extremely hard, super athletic. Corey started for me at Link Academy on that national championship team.
So you know this guy very well.
Yes, very well. And Corey and I have a very strong relationship that's been built over years. You know, I recruited him to Link when he was in high school, so I've known him since he was 17 years old, and he's put up good numbers at LSU and Ole Miss. He's had double-figure rebounds in over 10, I believe, SEC games. 18 at Alabama, 12 and 18 as a redshirt freshman at Alabama. So he's certainly capable. He just needs opportunity like Garway did, like Tyshawn did, like these other guys from last year. And I believe with that opportunity, he's going to be extremely successful. And again, that's where we went out, and we need a rebounding, so he can really do that.
Okay, let's hold that thought. I'm going to get to Larry Johnson when we come back. Bill Armstrong's going to stay in that 4th chair. We're coming back round 3.
Glad to have him.
People do anything to make their beer cold. Try viral hacks. Use outdoor fridges, freezers too. Oops. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn blue. Because people don't just like beer, people like cold beer.
The thing that we noticed was the ants
along the back door when it rains.
Exactly. And this is the window that...
Jesse's broken 3 times.
You guys catch everything.
J&J Exterminating.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
All right, we're back. Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles, visiting with McNeese basketball coach Bill Armstrong with us in the 4th chair. Larry Johnson, the star SLC Freshman of the Year, your leading scorer from last year. If you listen to all those wackos out of Texas, it took about $1 million to bring him back. Did it cost you $1 million to bring Larry Johnson back to the fold?
Not close.
Not close.
Yeah. I don't think so. But Larry, what a tremendous year he had, breaking Joe Dumar's record.
Freshman.
As a freshman, leading us to the NCAA tournament, first team all-league as a freshman. You would assume that he'll be preseason player of the year coming back. But Larry loves Lake Charles, and Larry's situation was different from Ty and Garway. You know, at the time when Ty and Garway, who contemplated staying as well, decided to make that move, they thought they only had 1 year left. And with the NIL the way it is, who can blame them for cashing in on that sense? Whereas Larry now will have 2 more years if he were to decide to leave after this year. So his situation's a little bit different, but Larry loves it here. The people of Lake Charles have been great to him, his teammates, and all of us, and the love that they get and they've been shown. I think he wanted to come back and do it even bigger this year, and that's what he'll tell you, and we're super excited to have him back. I think that with him and the success we've had, we should get a lot of exposure coming into the year this season, which is what everybody here wants, and it's good for the city.
Let me jump in.
I
Let
agree.
me jump in with a technical question because in the earlier segment you alluded to it. I think it was Carl Sherifant.
That's right.
The NCAA is supposed to make this decision next week. Do you know something we don't know about the 5 for 5?
I mean, I don't know anything that you do or don't know. I just have been told by people that I trust that I feel like do know a lot more than I do that it's going to happen. I don't know 100%,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm being told.
Coach,
Yeah.
if the
I
NCAA
think it
does
will
the
happen.
5 for 5, what's the status of DJ Richards?
Now, that is a very, very
Depends on
Would he
difficult
come back?
subject. No, they're saying that
It's
it will
the timeline.
not. They will
It's
not
not
allow the
retroactive.
guys who've played.
Yeah.
It's not retroactive. They
It's
will
the
not allow
timeline.
the guys who have
It's the
played 4
timeline of it.
seasons like DJ did
Exactly right,
to be
Coach.
able to do that.
Oh,
so
so
where
he's got-
Carl's situation is, this would be his 4th year.
Right.
Now he'll have 5, and if they didn't pass that rule, then Carl would probably take a medical redshirt just because he's going to miss all of practice up until November. So who knows how
Right.
much he'll be ready to
Got
help
it.
us this year. But if they do pass the 5 for 5, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So he'll be ready to play. And as you know, he's a really good player. So another guy
Yeah.
that we add to the
yeah.
roster that can help us win games.
The new roster you put together, who would you say is going to be somebody that maybe not the top 1 or 2 the fans have heard about? Who's going to surprise people?
Yeah, I think our freshmen will be a surprise. You know, I think a lot of people have heard and know of our 6 incoming high major transfers. I think our freshmen are just physically ready. You know, we're going to be 10 deep again, so how much will depend on their improvement and how much they pick up between now and November. But from a talent standpoint, I think that fans will be surprised by them just because they're freshmen, how physically ready they are.
Wow.
And then man, I think all 6 of those guys are going to be really, really good. I don't know if I could pick one of the 6 out on that one.
Wow. Coach, we've been sitting there kind of contemplating if it's a misprint or not. But we're looking at the roster, and there's a Joe and a Nicholas Duval. Both guards, both freshmen, 5'11", from Lake Charles, went to St. Louis Catholic High
That's
School.
right, that's
Is
right.
that not a misprint? Is
No,
that-
it's not. They're twins. They're actually,
Wow.
that's
You had to
a-
get that St. Louis plug in, didn't you?
I actually misspoke. They're triplets. They have a sister that's,
they
that's
really?
a triplet. Yes,
That's
yes,
an
yes.
interesting
But
story.
great kids. We're glad to have them. They've been
Are
working
you
hard.
serious?
Well, what are we, the triplet
Wow.
capital of the world? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago there were 2 triplets born
Really?
on the same day?
It's in the water.
Wow,
man.
Coach.
Their
In
birthday
the
was
water.
yesterday.
That's impressive,
Duval's
Coach.
birthday was a few days back. It wasn't yesterday.
We
but,
were looking at it and said it's got to be a misprint. But
No,
Coach,
they're twins.
local
Well,
player.
triplets. Yeah.
Rick had mentioned earlier when he talked about Larry Johnson and all, and being able to get him back and everything, and you know, it's really true to you as a coach to what you do, because I seen the kid in Albertson the other day. It was about a month ago or whatever, and he was in line with some snacks and everything, and there was an elderly, and I'm telling this story, guys, because I was in the store. There was an elderly lady that was in line, I think, behind him, and he looked back at her and said, "Ma'am, you can go ahead and
Oh,
go.
he's a
I've
great
got a
kid."
few items." Now, Coach, you can't coach that.
No, that's
Come on.
Larry and his upbringing from his mama Kyla. She's a great woman, and Larry's a tremendous kid. As good of a basketball player, he's an
Yeah.
even better kid, and you know, that's the kind of kids that you want to coach. And I said it over and over and over last year, but all those guys were. They
Yeah.
were a joy to coach. I love being around them.
That's awesome.
What
You know,
store
you
was
look
this
forward
at?
to waking up every day.
Albertsons.
He said that. Bill Armstrong, Cowboys head basketball coach. Our final
Wow,
2
what
minutes
store
with
you
you.
closed?
Let's jump around quickly. All right.
It was a store school.
Are you keeping an eye on what the other teams in the Southland are doing in regards to bolstering their rosters?
Coming up.
I don't know a lot of the people that they signed. You know, we all do it a different
Yeah.
way, you know, and there's all kind of different ways to do it to be successful. Not all the teams go the route that we do from trying to sign a major players. So I don't
Yeah.
know a lot of the kids, but I know that Stephen F. Austin's going to be good. Matt Breyer does a great job. I think, you know, Brandon Chambers at UTRGV will do a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, former McNeese assistant.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's got something to build off of with the success that they had last year.
Yeah.
And then I think Lamar will be good. Jordan
Usual
Fee, the new
suspects.
coach
Yeah.
in there, will be good. And then Corpus Christi's always good. So it'll be the usual suspects, as you said. But I don't know a whole lot about their roster.
You can anticipate, especially Stephen F. Austin. Everybody's griping and bitching about the conference tournament being at McNeese for another 3 years.
Yeah.
That's what I
What's
was
your
gonna-
response? What's your response to him?
I mean,
It's a contract. We got it.
The
Well, that was in
contract
place
was
before
done
he got there,
before
Rick. I
I
mean,
got
yeah,
there. I
it's-
mean,
yeah,
I
that's-
don't. You'd have to ask lawyers, but I don't
Yeah.
really know. But I thought a contract's a contract.
Yeah.
And they
Play it
signed
out.
it. We signed it. So it's been executed. So we'll
There
see
it
what
is.
Well,
happens.
let me ask you this, and I predicted this when that contract was originally signed, how long ago? Are the other Southland coaches, are they kind of cool to you because of that?
No, not at all. I mean, they don't like that, and they fight against it, and they don't want it to be here. Which again, if I was on the other shoe was on the other foot, who knows how I would react? But so I don't hold that against them, and they don't hold that against. I mean, I didn't sign the contract. I mean, I just play the cards that I'm dealt, and I think they understand.
You know, Coach, let me say this: if you guys wasn't winning, what we're discussing would not even be an issue.
That's right.
I mean, come on, call it like it is, Rick.
I got it. Bill, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We're going to have you back. Before you get really
have
into
Coach
practice,
let me know.
McNeese basketball coach Bill Armstrong in the fourth chair. Final round of this show when we come back. Stay right there. The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay's steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars reward card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
Long days call for a Coors Banquet.
It's go time.
Brewed only with water from the Rockies. Hard work never tasted so refreshing. Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
All right, welcome back. Many thanks to McNeese basketball coach Bill
Love
Armstrong
having
for the
man.
time here. Okay, Lane Kiffin continues to rack and stack this talent for 2027.
He's going to continue to do it.
The number 4 edge rusher in the country, Chris Whitehead out of South Carolina. He's got locked up. He got another running back from South Carolina, Trey Saranga. Got Trey Martin, running back from Louisiana. 13 total commits for 2027. If I'm correct, I saw this, 9 have committed after Ed Orgeron. Now, maybe it's coincidence.
Look, that's no coincidence.
That's no coincidence.
9
that
of the
happened
13.
for a reason. It probably will be the number 1 recruiting class for 27.
I'm trying, you know
it probably will be.
Man.
I only follow recruiting at all because I kind of have to.
And I keep bringing it up. But go ahead.
But 13 seems like a lot for this time of year.
But 27?
Probably they'll get to 17 and 18. That's
normally, I would think you would be the end of the summer before you got into the team.
But again, I mentioned earlier in the show, the tortoise and the hare.
Yeah.
I mean, Kiffin started really slow for 2027, and then the rabbit kicked in. Now he's
But I just think that,
them.
you know, those guys, you know, and I got to give it, Frank, when Frank was there, Frank garnered that New Orleans area. Frank kind of owned that. But
you hadn't heard much with Frank Wilson.
You have not.
Ole Miss.
You have not,
Getting
Rick.
New Orleans dudes.
But see, Rick, that's a different story now. You're exactly right. That's a different
Nothing
story
against
now.
Frank.
No, nothing against Frank.
Well, I'm
No.
sure that's
Nothing
what
against
he was
Frank.
hired to do.
That's exactly why Scooter, he was bought there.
I'm hearing more
That's
and
exactly
more
why.
and reading about this.
Oh,
Ahmad
yeah.
Hudson, tight end out of Ruston.
Really?
Basketball player, football player for 2027 now. The replacement for Tre'Davious Green.
Tre'Davious Green. Guys, when y'all see
too much
Tre'Davious
time
Green,
on your hands since you retired.
Rick, I'm just saying, when y'all see Tre'Davious Green in the season opener, your mouth's going to drop.
Gidry, Hobbs, and Sarro, we will see you next time here at SoundOff.